Hello there. In this video, I'll show you how to find the fuse boxes in a Vauxhall Corsa D. Now, the Vauxhall Corsa has up to 3 fuse boxes depending on its specification. Fuse box number 1 is in the engine bay. Fuse box number 2 is hidden here in the cabin, and sometimes, but only sometimes, you'll find a third fuse box in the boot. So let's start with fuse box number 1, which is in the engine bay, and to find it we need to look over here on the left side of the car, and it's this box just here. I tell you what, while we're here I'll show you how to open it, as well as 1 or 2 other useful bits and pieces. Right then, to open the fuse box we need to first look at the top of it here and find the word lock. Can you see that? And underneath lock we find this arrow which points us this way towards a black plastic clip. There it is. And to release that clip we need to press it in there where I've put the arrow. But of course there is a little more to it than that. There is a second clip that works slightly differently. And to find that clip we need to look up here. Again we'll see the word lock, but this time there's an arrow pointing us up there. And the second clip is that thing down there. Can you see that? But to release that clip, rather than press it in, we have to pull it up. So let's have a go, shall we? So press this one in, like so. Now we can see this corner of the fuse box is now loose, partially released. But this one up here, we have to pull up. There we are. And now the fuse box opens up, no problem whatsoever, and now we can see our fuses. Now I know this doesn't sound likely, but there are in fact a couple of interesting things to look at on the inside of the fuse box lid. For example, if we look in the corner down here, we have this white thing which can be removed like so. And this is in fact a tool that lets you easily remove fuses from the box. The inside of the lid also shows us all these numbered squares. Can you see that? And these of course reveal how the fuse box is laid out and crucially help us identify which fuse does what, and that's mighty useful if you're trying to trace a fault. So let's for example see that we need to find the fuse for the car's horn because that's not working. Well, it's easy enough. Just grab your owner's manual, which we have down here, go to the fuse section and then find horn, which is there, and that confirms that we need fuse number 4, which is easily identifiable over here. It is that one there. Okay, now don't worry if you've lost your owner's manual. Many people have. Fuse box diagrams are easily available online. Okay, let's move on to fuse box number 2, which you'll find in one of 2 places here in the cabin, depending whether your car is right-hand drive or left-hand drive. Now the particular car we have in this video is a right-hand drive, and that means fuse box number 2 is in the glove box. Now with the glove box open, we can see this grey plastic panel just there, and that needs to be removed to reveal the secondary fuse box. And to do that, simply pop your fingers up there into this gap and then pull down like so, and then the whole panel can just pull forwards like that to reveal the secondary fuse box. There it is. Now if, unlike my car, your Corsa is a left-hand drive, you'll find fuse box number 2 in a totally different place. Now clearly I can't show you exactly where the fuse box is in a left-hand drive car because, well, I don't have one, but nonetheless I can point you in the right direction. So what you need to do is look roughly down there, below and to the left of the steering wheel, and down there somewhere you'll find a rotary dial that turns the car's lights on and off. that dial is attached to a panel, and that panel opens up a bit like a glove box to reveal fuse box number 2. Now you may, and I emphasise may, find that your Vauxhall Corsa has a third fuse box, and if it does, it's over here on the left side of the boot. So to find it, simply look over here on the left side of the boot where we have this removable plastic panel. Take that out, like so. And if you do have that third fuse box, which this car doesn't, but if you do, it'll be about here. Now the reason my particular car doesn't have that third box in the boot is because it contains fuses for equipment I don't have, such as an electric sunroof and heated seats. I do have a fly in here though, by means of compensation. There he is. He's been buzzing around in here for hours. Time you left, mate. So there we go. That's how to find the fuse boxes in a Vauxhall Corsa D. Now, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpyTV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time, hopefully without the fly. Bye-bye.